Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam Shaktim cha Tatmatra Parasharam cha Vyasam Shukam Gauda Padam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Sishyam Sri Shankaracharya Padma Padam cha Hastamalakam cha Shishyam Tam Todakam Vartika Karamanyan Asmat Gurun Santatamanatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananamayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. We are in, I think, 295. We completed 294. The discussion about the ego here. Before that, the perceived I is, as Gurudev writes, perceived I is false. So here, verse number 294, we read again. Aham padarthastvaham sakshi nityam sushupta vibhava darshanat brute hyajo nitya iti shruti swayam tat pratyagatma sadasat vilakshanah. Aham padartha tu ahamadi sakshi. Aham pada artha. Here the word aham pada artha is used to represent Atman. Aham pada ahamadehe drishyasya aham padartva abhave kasya tadatvam iti chetaha aham padarthastu tu shabda drishyanam aham padartha vyavartakaha. Ego is also seen, perceived. So perceiver of that ego or knower of the ego is always present, nityam sakshi. Always it is a sakshi. And it is sushuptau api. This is a discussion that we have in Dakshinamurti Stotra. Sushuptau api sakshi. Kasya sakshi aham, the ego being absent in that also is known to something which is not absent at all. Therefore, sushuptau avi bhava darshanat. Sushuptau api, even in the sleep, its existence is positively there. Bhava darshana. So bhava darshana means present even at the time of sleep. This is a discussion which we elaborately going on in the 6th and 7th verse of Dakshinamurti Stotram. Pragasvapsam yadi prabodha samaye yapratyabhignayate. Pratyabhigna, there in the context of Dakshinamurti Stotram, Sri Sureshwaracharya says, Pratyabhigna eka pramanam. Pratyabhigna is a praman. What is Pratyabhigna? Impression, samskar. That means even in sleep, when everything is absent, there is something which knows the absence, which is recorded. Impression, samskar. And that is available as a smriti after waking up. Pratyabhigna by itself is not smriti. Pratyabhigna is not memory. Pratyabhigna is impression. Smriti dvarena jnayate. Smriti is a vritti. A remembrance of a thing is only a thought. But what is based on which the vritti or the thought is possible? In fact, Sureshwaracharya goes on to say, Sarva pramananam, of all the pramanas, Pratyabhigna is an inevitable factor. For if I am looking at a flower, if I have not got the impression of the flower at some point of time, how do I know that it's a flower? Even though it's a pratyaksha, even though it is evident right in front of me, available as a object of my experience, this object of my experience is known as flower to me based upon what? Based upon pratyabhigna. Based upon what I have experienced before. Right? So also with Anumana Pramana. When I open the door and I find yonder in the hill there is some smoke coming, I cannot conclude that there are 5 people sitting there smoking there. Even if they are doing so, there must be a fire there. Agnim vina dhupaha na sambhavati. Without the fire, there cannot be dhupa. Dhupa means smoke. So, if there is fire, there should have been, if there is smoke, there should have been fire. Now, unless I have earlier had an experience of seeing both, pratyakshena, I would not be able to conclude that. So, for Anumana Pramana, Pratyaksha Pramana is necessary. For Pratyaksha Pramana, samskar is necessary. Earlier impression is necessary. So, where does the Pratyabhigna reside? Where is it recorded? Atmani, Ahami. In that Aham, Atman, who is present in the presence of ego during the waking state, and at the same time when during the sleep when that ego is absent, that is also recorded. And upon waking up, I know that ego was not there. How will you know? Smriti. Where is the Smriti coming from? Impression. So that is what is the nature of Atman, Pratyabhijna. So that is why the word is used, Pratyabhijnayate Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. And the next verse it says, Balyadishvapi Jagrata Dishutada Sarvasvabhastva Swapi Vyavrutva Su Anuvartamanamahamityanta Sada. Antaspurantam Sada. Even as a balyadishu api, in the state of being a child, a youth, in all those conditions, and all waking, dream, deep sleep, in all conditions, sarvasu avastasu api, vyavritta anuvartamanam, everywhere, at all times, available continuously. Vyavrittasvanuvartaman aham iti, as I am. Antaspurantam, constantly present. So that is what he said, Nityam sushuptau abhi bhava darshanat. Even in sleep, it is bhava. Bhava means positively existing. So, therefore, hajaha iti brute. Therefore, it is unborn. Because it has no beginning. Even as a body, that is the Sureshwaracharya says, how does the calf knows upon immediately after birth, it knows going to the udder of the mother and start sucking the milk. Who taught? Humans are the worst people, you have to teach them. The calf knows. Nobody taught it. Do the monkey needs to be told how to climb the tree? Some training. Elbowed laga ke. Climbing a tree, elbowed. Or the calf going to the mother to take the milk, not taught. How does it know? So even Janmantare abhi, even as the many lives, this impression is there. It is not, so if somebody says, oh, this impression is actually a part of the brain is dead, over. Previous birth, brain is also gone. Then what is that which retains it? So, ajaha iti brute, nityaha iti brute, shrutihi, swayam tat pratyagatma. That is the innermost self, sad asat vilakshanaha. It is not gross, it is not subtle. Ajo nitya shashvadoyam purana nahanyade hanyamane sharire. Sharire hanyamane api. Sharire mrite api. Even as the body dies, nahanyate, not killed. So, anubhave vivadamanam aham iti bruti sukamaham aswapsam. So, therefore, it is known ajnanadidrishyanam sakshi nityam vasu sushuptau api yada aham vrittehe abhavaha layaha. When the thought of I, the identifying I is not there, tasyam sushuptau api bhava darshanat sukam aham aswapsam iti. I slept very well. How does he know? Who knows? Anubhave vivadamanamaha. And Atma Nitya iti brute Shrudihi Swayam tat tasmat karanat pratyagatma satchidanandarupaha Atma satasat vilakshanaha vyakta avyakta binna ityartha. Manifestation and unmanifestation, cause and effect does not belong to the self. Therefore, that is what is considered as the nature of the Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Paramatma. So the next question is, when vikara takes place at various levels, body or mind, etc. In vikara that takes place in all the deha, buddhi, mana, prana, indriyas, in all that, avikari, that is explained here. Vikarinam sarva vikara veta.
Vikarinam sarva vikara veta.
Nitya vikaro bhavitum samarhati.
Nitya vikaro bhavitum samarhati.
Manoradha swapna sushuptishu sputam.
Manoratha swapna sushuptishu sputam.
Punar drishtam asattvamyatsa vedayoho.
Punah punah drishtam asatvamedayo.
Vikarinam sarva vikara veta. Nitya vikaro bhavitum samarhati. Manoradha swapna sushuptishu sputam. Punar drishtam asattvametayoho. Sarva vikara veta. Veta jnata. One who knows all the modifications. Vikarinam, of all that modifies. See, my body and everybody's body only, continuously going through the change. Do you know or not? Swamiji, yesterday I was healthy, today I am not. Yesterday I was happy, today I am not. Or yesterday I am unhappy, today I am happy. Yesterday or yesteryear, some years back, I have long hair. Now I can count now. So all the vikara takes place. Vikarinam sarva vikara veta. Nityaha avikari. Avikaraha. Nityaha avikaraha bhagitum samarhati. Only avikara atma vikarinam veta bhavitum arhati. Only the unchanging self can become the witness or knower of all changes. Right here, vikarinam dehadinam janmadi nashantaha ye vikaraha tesham sarvesham veta yaha nityaha vikarahascha sa bhavitum samarhati jate. The logic that is used is swasya vikaravatve kartru karma virodena tad jnana asambhavat anityatvacha sarva vikara jnane vyapradasya iti itara vikara vikari jnana asambhavacha. Now you see, a thing that is undergoing change by itself cannot know the change. Kartru karma viroditvat. This is the logic. Kartru karma virodha means what? A thing undergoing change itself does not know the change. Correct or not? If I have gone through the change, do I myself know what was my previous condition? Because I changed. That which is changing does not know its own change. That is called kartru karma virodha. That which is the karta or veta, karmani veta, the one who knows the action, karma veta, na karma kartum shakyate. The one who is the engaging in the action of change or in the nature of change cannot be the witness of that change. So because it is changed, its previous condition it cannot know. A part of me is not changing to witness what change has taken place. Right? So therefore, even as all things are undergoing change, there must be something which is not changing, watching all the changes happening and recording it. So that, oh, this was the condition of mine at some point of time, point A, then the condition has changed to point B, condition changed to point C. Right? Think. So, karma kartru virodena tat jnana asambhavat. This is a very important point there. So, definitely for sarva vikarinam veta avikari eva. The knower of all the changes undergoes no change. So, and now tell me, Manoratha Swapna Sushuptishu Sputam Punah Punaha Drishtam. So I went through a dream yesterday, or I say I went through a particular dream yesterday night, and then I slept. Then I woke up. Can the one who has slept does know that he dreamt? Because the one who was a dreamer itself has become a sleeper. You cannot have both of them simultaneously. Can you? Can you be awake and dreaming at the same time? If you are a dreamer, you're a dreamer. Then you have gone through that dream state and then changed to become a sleeper. And then the sleeper has become the waker. So you cannot be having one condition parallelly to another condition. If you say that I know I dreamt and I know I woke up, the one who knows you dreamt and the one who knows that you wake up is neither the dreamer nor the waker. Because both of them are drishtam. So that's what he says. Punah punaha drishtam. Every day you see it. No? You know that your dream or somebody else. You cannot ask somebody, what dream I had? अरे मुझे क्या मालूम है अपन को नहीं मालूम. I don't know what you dreamt. I alone am the one who has, you can recall my dream. That means what? The dream experience, the one who had, if he is the one who slept, he has discarded the dream experience, then only he can sleep. And the sleeper has discarded his sleep state, then only he can wake up. And the waker discarded his wakerhood, then only he can dream. You cannot have simultaneously. So the one who knows this is a Sakshi, witness, and not undergone any change, as even the one which is going through these three states are constantly changing. Punah punaha drishtam. So, Manoratha Swapna Sushuptishu Sputam. Very, very clear. अतः नित्यत्वम् अविकारत्वं च वक्तव्यम् एतेन बुद्धि सुख दुःखादि दुःखमत्वेन स्वीक्रियमाणस्य तार्किकात्मनः नित्यत्वं दुर्घटम् इति सूचितम्. So that which is subject to experiencing or knowing joys and sorrow, etc., identifying with the experience, the changes, the experience of the change is known. Spinda tat abhimaninaha atmatvam na sambhavati ityaha manoratha iti. The one who has identified with the state of dream cannot possibly become the witness of the dream. The witness of the dream is the one who remains unidentified with the imaginations of the mind, whether it is happening during the waking state or during the sleep state or in the dream state. So that's why the example is given here. One more example he says, yes, Putam Drishtam Prasiddham Dharavahikyam Kalpanayam Vyasakta Manasa Varshavata Tapadi Bhada na Jnayate Tada Sharira Bhana Abhavat. Now it is another example he gives. A person who is in a state of intoxication, let us say. What? 31st night. Highly spiritual he became. Now, when he is fully drunk, I'm just giving an example. Such a person may walk in the rain. You would not know that he walked in the rain. Why? Because at that state of fully occupied in his imagination or whatever condition of the mind, because his identification of the body is absent. So even he walks in the rain or a heavy wind is there, because he's not anymore identified with this physical body, he has no clue about what happened. He may probably reach home fully wet only after waking up. Oh my God. See, the whole thing is wet. How does he come to know? Only the intoxication is gone, or even if he has fallen down, maybe in a ditch, maybe in a drain and full of dirt. Does he know? See, remember the story of Tulsidas. He had, with the same, so much of passion, he went to see his wife, and when it was torrential rain, he jumped into the water, and he did not know he was holding on to something to cross over the river. And after that, he found that he has to climb to the stairs, and he didn't want to go through the main door. So something was hanging around. He went there to climbed with that help of that, and went to her. And she said, "What are you doing? So why are you here?" He said, "To see you." "And your hair is smelling so bad." "I don't know." "And there is this flesh in your hand. What is that?" "I don't know." He was holding on to a dead snake to go up. And how he was crossing the river? Holding on to a dead body. So she said, this kind of a passion, if you have for Bhagavan Rama, you would have reached him. So that was a hard, of course, it hit very hard on him. She should not have said, he just walked out afterwards. And done. Thank God you told me this. Thereafter, you never returned afterwards, it looks like. Now, so that's why I said, here, Dharavahikyam Kalpanayam Prasid. Vyasakta Manasa, totally identified with a mental imagination, that's called Manoratha. Varsha Vata Atapadi Bada Na Jnayate. He doesn't know rain, shine, heat, wind. Tada Sharira Bhana Abhavat. Being not identified with the body. Tat Sattve Abhi Tatra Abhimana Abhavat. Because of there is no abhimana with the body, abhimaninascha visishtasya abhavaha jnayah. What is that which is being identifying with the body, etc.? Ego. Being absent, temporarily absent because his mind is preoccupied. See, in a person who is sleeping, there is no ego. When he's sleeping, when you go to sleep, do you put makeup and go to sleep? शरीर अभिमान नहीं है ना. Some people do that because in the dream also I want to look good. Do you? You remove everything. All the veshas are gone. Veshanata Swatma Darshana. When vesha, all the veshas gone, asleep. The body identification is not there anymore. So similar to that of a person who is preoccupied with some kind of an imagination, does not experience anything at the level of the body, so too, that's what he says, evam swapne sharirantarasya eva srishtihi. It is this dream state is what is imagined within your own mind only. Tad abhimani api anyah eva. The one who is identified with the dream is also different. Different means what? Different from the Atman. Sarvada Sakshi Ekaha. But the Sakshi of that state of dream is also a different one who knows what? Swapnirtha Shunye Srijati Swashaktya Bhoktra Vishwam Mana Eva Sarvam. In Kaivalya Upanishad. Swapnirtha Shunye. Even the external objects are absent. Srijati Swashaktya. creates on its own power. Bhoktra, the sarvam, all the enjoyer, etc. Mana eva sarvam. Bhoktra di vishwam, mana eva sarvam. Sushupto pinda ahankarayoho abhavaha. In the state of sleep also, there is no more identification with the body. Siddha heva iti sputam, that it is very clear. Drishtam iti yuktam. Yetena sarva bhava abhava sakshi. Witness of existence and non-existence, nityaha ekarupaha ityuktam bhavati. So, the Atma here is the aham pada arthaha, the very substratum of the ego, which is avikari, sarvavikarinam sakshi, sada asti nityavastu ajaha. And that is what is given in this verse. It is unborn, unchanging, ever existing. So therefore, what is to be done? Ato bimanam tyajamam sapinde.
Ato vimanam yajamam sapinde.
Pindabhimaninyapi buddhi kalpite.
Pindabhimaninyapi buddhi kalpite.
Kalatrayabhadyamakhanda-bodham.
Kalatrayabhadyamakhanda-bodham.
Jnatva svamatmanamupaihi shantim.
Jnatva svamatmanamupaihi shantim.
Adobhimanam tyajamam sapinde. Pindabhimaninyapi buddhi kalpite. Kalatrayabhadyamakhanda-bodham. Jnatva svamatmanamupaihi shantim. Shantim upaihi. Obtain this great peace. You know, people have a very peculiar idea of peace. I met one person recently, and she said, I have no spiritual background, Swamiji. I do not have any background of spirituality. I said, okay. But Shanti chahiye. I said, okay, now tell me, what do you mean by Shanti? What do you mean by Shanti? Pata nahi. So, I don't know, but Shanti chahiye. If you do not know what you want, how do you expect? What do you want in the shop? Nothing. Or I don't know. What will I sell you then? If a customer walks in and say, okay, welcome, what do you want? I don't know. What will I give to that person? Then I said, I'll define Shanti for you. Manas samadhanam Shanti first. Mind has to become quiet. So he said, I was told, you stay with your mind, that is Shanti. I said, so then go to that person only. If when somebody says, stay with your mind is Shanti, and what is mind? Thoughts. So staying with your thoughts is a Shanti. In fact, I thought just the opposite. Shanti is possible only when you go beyond the mind, or you make sure the mind is no more troubling you, reduce the number of thoughts, and that is where you call the Shanti, peace, where the mind is not troubling you, or you have surpassed the mind. No, but meditation में क्या करना है क्या है? I was told that meditation will give me Shanti. Nobody can give you Shanti. You have to take it. कोई नहीं दे सकता है. I can also not give. How will I give Shanti to you? It's a murkatvam only. If somebody says, I will give you Shanti, just stay far away from that person. How can anybody give? See, if I want to take rest, can I give you? I mean, if I want to take rest, can you give me? Give me some rest. How will you give rest to me? Best way to give me rest is you chala jao yahan se. You get out of this place, then I will be at rest. How will I give you rest to you? ये पागल दिमाग है ना, जो सोचते नहीं. Shanti nobody can give. I have to find Shanti. And how will I find Shanti when the mind is so much in trouble? I said you must think correctly that how to quieten the mind, whatever be the method you take. If you don't believe in spirituality, then do pranayam, do some shava, what do you call some yoga asana or yoga samadhi or what you call that, yoga nidra, this and that. Then slowly, slowly you will find that your mind is settled down. If you don't believe in chanting the name or doing puja or doing some reflection, vichar, what else you do? So here also we see abhimanam tyaja. What Shankaracharya says, give up that identification. What? Mamsa pinde. This nothing but a ball of flesh. This is a flesh. Mamsa pinde abhimanam tyaja. Why? Identification with the body alone causes all the troubles of joys and sorrows, and we do not want to leave it because without that we don't think we exist. But we all know that we leave it every day and pick up next morning. It has become a habit for us to leave it every night and pick it up every day. If only we leave it every day and not to pick up, how nice it will be. But our habit is not only leave it, but picking up is also next day. Swamiji, I wanted to give up smoke and I did many times, That means what? Every time you gave up, next day we picked up again. That's why when I went to Kashi, I said, you have to give up, whatever you like. How long for? For good. दो नहीं हो सकता है. 1 year is okay. 1 साल के लिए मैं छोड़ सकता हूँ, उसके बाद नहीं. So that means, as Bhagavan Krishna said, even as you physically gave up, mentally you didn't give up. You still have value for it, no? Otherwise you only pick up next time. If you have value for something, you give up only temporarily. Next, after some time, get another opportunity, you pick up again. If you have mentally given up, even if it is there next to you, it doesn't matter to, okay, let it be there. I have no value for it. So here, mamsa pinde abhimanam tyaja. Pindabhimanini abhi buddhi kalpite. Understand that. ये बुद्धि का कल्पना है, वो अभिमानी बुद्धि कल्पितम. That's what I mean. This pinda abhimani ni api buddhi kalpite. This is also only in the mind, only in the intellect. Buddhi here to be taken as mind. Now therefore, says Shankara, Gurudev writes, renounce your identification with this mass of flesh. Renounce here means give up your vanity that I am this. You need not renounce money or house or wife or position or status. Even if you have renounced all this and yet you are anxious about this body, all your renunciations are useless. They will return to you very short time wherever you are. You give up the money, give up the from relatives, give up the house, but do not give up the body identification. It will come back to you in another form. The ego which has the vanity, I am this body, is nothing but an individual's intellectual estimation of himself. That's right, buddhi kalpite. It is only the buddhi constantly reminding you, this is what you are, this is what you are, this is what you are. We just cannot give up that thought, I am this. Because mind or the buddhi constantly reminds you, this is you are, this is what you are. And the extrapolate, for the further extension of that is, everybody looks at you only as that. Right? Do you all see my mind or my body? So what is that which I need to project myself as to you? So, because I value your opinion about me, then what is that you are seeing is what is to be identified, what is identified by me. Correct or not? If I'm wearing a, not I, but let's say a lady wearing a necklace, a golden necklace, or no, not golden, it's a, what do you call that? Diamond necklace, and walks into a deep forest where no human being, who will appreciate that? Your diamond necklace will be appreciated by the dog or the monkey or the tiger or the jackal or the lion there. Do they have any value for that? Huh? Do they? So suddenly you feel frustrated. For किसके लिए मैं पहन रहा हूँ? For whose sake I am wearing this? If nobody appreciates it. So my identification for anything is because this is how I am looked at by the world. And to get the appreciation of the world, I make sure that what I identified with is going stronger and stronger and stronger. Gucci. Why Gucci? Because, oh, you have Gucci. I don't even know first to know what that Gucci means. Seriously. He has a Gucci. In Tamil, Gucci means a stick, you know. I said, Gucci, carrying Gucci, so what? What is somebody is carrying a stick? No, so much Gucci. I said, there's some dog or cat, I thought first. Of what value the Gucci or whatever it has, if somebody does not value that? You go to a Mahatma who's sitting there, Gucci, you carry. But does he value that? What are you carrying there? He has no meaning or no value for what you're doing. So, Tyaja Abhimanam. So, this is in the Buddhi only. Today is Gucci, tomorrow is a Bachi, means something else. So, this is only Buddhi. Today I have iPhone 6, I have iPhone 10, I have 15. Where is it? Which is in the mind? Manakalpidameva, Buddhi kalpite. So, Kalatraya Abhadyam Akhandabodham Nyatva, that which is undivided in the 3 periods of time, that undivided knowledge, undivided awareness, Nyatva, Swam Atmanam Upaihi Shantim, that is the only way you can reach Shanti. There's a beautiful verse for what is Shanti and what we reach. How do we reach real peace? That which is unchanging, undivided, knowing that alone is pure bliss and peace, nothing else, no identification can give you true peace. Identify with the self, and that alone is a true Shanti. Sukhamatyantikam yattad buddhigrahyam atindriyam. Buddhigrahyam means jnanena grahyam. Atindriya vastu jnanena grahyam. By knowledge alone you can comprehend that. Tyajabhimanam kulagotra nama.
Tyajabhimanam kulagotra nama.
Rupashrameshvardra shavashrideshu. Lingasya dharmana bikatradatin. Tyaktva bhavakanda sukhaswarupah. Tyajabhimanam gulagotra nama. Rupashrameshvardra shavashrideshu. Lingasya dharmana bikatradatin. Tyaktva bhavakanda sukhaswarupah. Abhimanam tyaja. Again, is same word. Abhimanam tyajat. Give up your identification. Earlier I said about the mamsa pinde, in that body which has only flesh. Here coming to that is Annamaya Kosha. Now he says about or Stula Shariram in the previous verse. Now the Sukshma Shariram. Meaning subtle body. What the subtle body has? Lingasya Dharman. What are the nature of a linga? Linga means subtle body. Kula, Gotra, Nama, Rupa, Ashrameshu. Kula, my clan. Gotra, which Gotra I belong to, which lineage. Nama, what is my last name? Rupa, the form. Ashrama, the stage of life. Teshu. Ardra Shavashrideshu. These are all considered as Ardra Shava. They are all supporting. The subtle body is nothing but a supporter of the foul corpse. Shava. Shava Ashrideshu. Gurudev writes attributes of the body which is like a foul. Foul means Ardra means putrefying. I mean that which is continuously diminishing. Continuously putrefying. Shava. Body is nothing. Think about it, as Gurudev would say, when he is there, you are Shiva. When he is not there, you are Shava. When Bhagavan is not there, what are you? That's why I give the example. If you were traveling in a flight and next to you one person talking to you all that. After some time, both of you had a nice lunch and you went to sleep and he also went to sleep. After some time, you woke up and the fellow didn't wake up. Next to you, next to seat. You woke up thinking that, okay, all right, let me have some coffee also. And you saw the attendant, I want coffee. Oh, what about him? You ask him, you touch him, he fell. Do you sit in that seat anymore? Do you? Chalo, Rene. Would you? You run next to available open seat. Why? Earlier you were Shiva. Now he is Shava. Dead body. The moment the life is gone, the body starts decaying with such a speed. Can't even imagine how speed it goes. Right? Think about it. If you are not protecting it with, nowadays they put ice, they protect. But if that protection or the, whatever the embalming which they do, my, it's faster than an apple. Apple and all now stays for 1 month. That one starts decaying right then. Immediate. Water comes out. Because the water goes out, the body shrinks. Then stinks. All the chemicals come out. From every hole of the body. The whole body becomes filled with. So think, what is this? Ardra Shava Ashrita. That is nothing but the foul corpse. So, Lingasya Dharman, what? Katrutravadin. It is the subtle body which has the notion of, I am the doer. Tyaktva, having given up, Akanda Sukaswarupaha Bhava. May you become one who is undiminishing, undivided, blissful nature. So, these strong examples are given by Bhagavan Shankaracharya, and everywhere he does that, just to give us a totally different picture of life. He will not give some small examples, he gives strong examples. Mudhamati. Oh, deluded fool, I have to give you very, very strong examples to wake you up, like the Moda Mutkara. So, the Abhimanam Tyaja. So, next section, according to Gurudev, is condemnation of the ego. As he proceeds, says, Satyanyat, verse number 298. Santyante pratibandha pumsah
Santyanye pratibandha pumsah.
samsara het. What is the meter here? Satyante pratibandha santyante pratibandha pums samsara hetavo drishta teshamekam moolam Santyantamekam pratibandha pumsah Santanye pratibandha. What is the meter I said just now? I read Satyante pratibandha pumsah.
The first one was correct. First time was correct. First one. Santyanye pratibandha pumsah.
Samsara hetavo. Samsara he. No, that doesn't fill at all. Santyante pratibandha pumsah. Samsara hetavo drishtaha. Teshamekam moolam pratama. Vikaro bhavatyahankarah. Santyanye pratibandha pumsah samsara hetavo drishtaha teshamekam moolam pratama vikaro bhavatyahankarah. Santyante pratibandha pumsah. No, it doesn't work. Anyway. Santi Anye pratibandhaha pumsaha santi. So there are pratibandhaha, obstacles on the way. Santi Anye pratibandhaha santi. There are many other obstacles also which come to the person pumsaha. Samsara hetavaha drishtaha, which are all the cause of samsara, with the cause of the transmigratory existence. Drishtaha are seen. Tesham moolam ekam. The very root of all these obstacles which come on the way up to a person that can stop him from liberating oneself is only one. Moolam ekam. Tesham ekam moolam. Pratama vikaraha. The first modification of the consciousness becoming conditioned consciousness, ahankara. Ahankara bhavati. Ekameva moolam. One alone is the factor which is pratama, the primary, pratama vikaraha, primary change. From there alone, all other obstacles come. As soon as you wake up from the sleep, first thought comes I. Then I-yo. First is what I. What was there before? As Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi would say, before you really woke up to identify with the body. Sometime when you identify with the body, first thought that you identify body, that suddenly says, oh my God, I'm hungry. Until then you are not hungry or what? You didn't sleep, you didn't eat properly previous night. Because it's Ekadashi, whatever it is. You didn't eat and you wanted to eat, but you didn't eat. Because you told the world that I am not eating, so you cannot eat. The next morning, first thing happens is hungry. So when you are hungry, you realize, until then, I had the same body only. Body was not somebody else's, same body, which did not eat before the previous night. As soon as I wake up, how is that hunger comes? What is hunger then? Identification. Or you might have had a very bad confrontation with your wife or husband or son or whatever it is. When you went to sleep, nothing. And the moment you grind your teeth, what happened until then? The thought was not there. So, pratama vikaraha ahankara. Aham, I am this. I am this body, I am this mind, I am this thought. That is the moolam ekam. Samsara hetoho etavoho moolam. Of all the causes of the samsara, one moolam is there. This is what is called ahankar. Bahavaha santi pratibandaha. Whereas other obstacles are there. So, ignorance expressed in the body and the mind is called I. Therefore, the renunciation of this I is insisted upon. The root cause of all this is ignorance of reality. The first modification of spiritual ignorance is the ego sense in us. Had I not been there, there would not have been any sorrow. If I am not there, nothing else can be. As long as this I exists, everything else exists. This I is the very first effect of ignorance, most appropriately called as nescience. Ignorance of the fact that I am blissful self is itself modifying itself as I am so and so. That ignorance of the self does not remain intact as merely an absence. It creates a different personality altogether. Big shape, adhyasa. So, pumsaha purushasya samsara hetavaha ragadveshadayaha anya hankarad anye adhibantaha atmajnana anutpatti prayojakaha drishtaha tesham esham ajnana pradama vikaraha ahankaraha moolam bhavati. So, the root, when it is removed, then alone the tree will be completely can be destroyed. If root is still there, you keep on cutting the branches, keep on cutting the trunk, whatever you do, next rain it will come back. Right? If the root is still there and remove everything, this is called the treatment done by the allopathy people. They don't go to the root at all. They keep on doing the all external factor. Give them pain and a painkiller, give them this and give them that. What is the problem? That you have to, and very many times you will find the way of living is the problem. The food that we eat, the habits that we have, the kind of sleeps that we compromise, these are the factors which are causing the trouble. That we don't eliminate, that we don't correct. We don't do our exercise, we don't do our dieting, we don't do any of the things. I want to be healthy. How? Le lo, pill. Thereafter, the pillow would not give you sleep, only the pill can give you sleep. Pillow. The doctor says, you want sleep? Pill low. Take your pill, not the pillow. So therefore here, ahankaram teja, this is again and again re-emphasized in these verses. We'll see more of it in the next class. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhamad bhavet. Om shanti 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 hari om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.